Hey everybody and welcome back to another episode on the Adults Play Java server. This is episode 9 and we are standing here as the sun is going down once again next to our tower of jank boxes because I still have not created a storage system. We'll get there eventually, don't worry. What are we doing out here? Well, somebody just told me recently that if you take coal on this server and if you take 3 pieces of coal and you combine them, you get ink sacs. And then from that, we get black dye. I hugged them. They were my new favorite person. I hugged them virtually. This is phenomenal news. And as you can see behind us, I've used a little bit of that to fill in the rest of the plot for the gas station. So I'm going to go ahead and dig up all of this coal with Fortune 3, and we'll see how far. It's going to be insane. We're going to get so much coal. We're going to get so much black dye. I am so excited. Well, that was extremely successful. I also put a stack of coal in each of these furnaces just for safekeeping and future use. I just want to see if this also works with charcoal. It seems like it does not. It does not. Okay. I was going to say, if it did work with charcoal, this is renewable, and we don't even have to worry about a squid farm. But since it's not renewable, I think we're going to do the squid farm anyways. Is that right? Yeah, we're going to do that anyways. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is just make a heaping ton of black concrete powder. And we can go to town with placing down some concrete. Well, I want to stop doing grindy things for a little bit, and I want to start doing some building, mainly because I did all the grindy bits digging all of this away. So the ink farm will come a little bit later, and maybe we'll get to that soon enough. But as you can see in my inventory, we have... Ooh, we're going to be sleeping in the air tonight. We have a little bit of stuffs and also things to build our... at least the gas pump part of our gas station. So here I'm going to put andesite walls for like the little safety divider thingy-mahoogers. And then starting here, we're going to put hoppers down. I am going to make this gas station usable. And essentially what's going to happen, hopefully, is when you come to this gas station, you will be able to put like a prepaid card into one of these gas pumps, and it will spit you out a stack of rockets. And I don't really know how to do that. But we're going to figure it out. And you can probably also see that the theme for this gas station is going to be blue and sandstone. Smooth sandstone. Wow, it's so hard to say. But anywho, we're going to surround the bottom of this thing with the wrong block because I am a Dinkelberg. Boom, boom. We're going to use birch trap doors just because I tried out dark oak in a little creative test world, and it just looked... I cannot use the chocolate bars at all. I just can't do it. So anywho, this is kind of going to be the base of our gas pump here. And that's essentially a gas pump done. The only thing else you need are the actual pumps. So we're just going to use some tripwire hooks for that. And yeah, I think that looks pretty good for a little bit of ambiance. We're going to throw some garbage cans here. They can either be garbage cans or we can fill them with water and use them as those, what are those things? Like the squeegee things to wash your car. And then right above these, we are going to put, let's see, one of those awning thingies that you find at all the gas stations that's got like the little colored band around it. I don't know what those are called. I'm going to call it an awning. I'm not 100% sure though. So right here, we're going to go 7 up with this smooth quartz tower, and we're going to use iron blocks for like the bottom part of this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 out and 6 on either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. And then we're just going to fill this whole thing in almost till there. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of iron. Don't worry about it. We've got enough. It's fine. With Blends' absolutely insane iron farm, we should be able to do this and have some to spare. I'm going to go to here for now because I want to connect it. Let's do one more. I want to connect it to the building once we actually build the building. So it will stop at the top of the building. Did I come out? Was that? I think that was exactly enough. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the rest of these iron blocks. I will be right back. Now that we have all the iron blocks down, we're going to try and make a face? Something that looks pretty on this guy. So we're going to use some of our blue concrete as well as the sandstone. I don't know if I want 3. I might do 5 along here. Let's cut that down and see how 5 looks. And then we can go straight up with the sandstone and come along this way. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll have this down the side. Let's see how that looks here. Come down here and do a little bit. 1, 2, 3. We'll take a fly down and see how that looks. Yeah, that's not a bad design. It's almost a little kiddish, cartoonish, Lego, plastic. I don't really know. But yeah, let's bring this down a little bit. Excuse me. And then we'll continue this down. I'm just doing arbitrary areas here. And then I think we can have this go down and up again. This is 24 blocks long, I think. All right, let me do some counting here and see how long these strips need to be. Yeah, that looks very gas station. That definitely looks very gas station. Absolutely. And you know what I should have done before I did that was I should have put the trim in first. Is that here? Yeah, that looks all right there. Okay, let me grab some stairs. Let's see, it's 24 long this way, so that's going to be 48. I'll do a whole stack of stairs. Do I need? Yeah, because I need it around the front too. So we'll do a whole stack of stairs. Now, underneath each one of those upside down stairs, we're going to go ahead and place a slab. I don't know if I want to jump and do this the whole time, but I might. And after the bottom slab is in, we're going to go along the top of this thing and put slabs like so. Now there's only 2 things left to do with this thingy, mahooger, I don't really know what it's called. Thing left to do, number 1, is to come in here and fill the entire thing in with clay blocks. I believe I also want to put slabs right here as well on top of this. I'll come back and do that. So on the top of these things, if you've ever seen the top of these in real life, they have like this gravel essentially in them. And I don't like building with gravel because it looks weird. And I figured, I went around and I looked, what kind of blocks would look, well, very similar to what these things have on top of them. And clay blocks are actually pretty good. They work out pretty well. And I'm 8 blocks short, so I gotta go over to the local river and see if I can find any more. And with this block of iron, that is this top section piece thingy, essentially done. Really the only other thing that we have to do with it is put some lights in it, scattered here and there. For now, we're gonna use glowstone because I don't have sea lanterns and they're a little bit of a rare commodity at the moment. But yeah, we'll grab some glowstone and some white stained glass and we'll throw those up there. There's one other thing that I want to put in here, and that is lights right here. And I think I'm just going to do a redstone lamp with a lever on the top of it. I might put something like, what are those called? These things, iron trapdoors. It's these, but iron. Around it, so that way it looks like it's not just this weird lamp sticking out, but I'm not going to be able to put one on the bottom, I don't think, but that's okay. So yeah, that's this awning piece essentially done. Awesome. So I filled in the lights for the awning. I've got glowstone in there now. I'm pretty sure I said this, but I'm going to swap it out for sea lanterns. And then we've got our little lamps here on the side of the pillar holding this awning up, the pillar of awning. And then over here, I've plotted out a little area for our kind of like quick mart sort of things. So what we're going to do is just build up a wall of bricks, and I'm going to swap some of these out with granite as well. I just want to get a nice foundation going on. So we have this to work with, essentially. That's not how you place blocks, that is. And then for the floor, we're going to use that polished diorite that you see on my bar there. Oh, whoops, that's too far. Too far. Let me dig some of those out. Come. Oh, geez. I'm so bad at placing blocks sometimes. And then, yeah, I just figured this is like a nice, almost marbly, tile-y floor sort of looking thing. So we're going to go ahead and use this for the flooring. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring this up about 3 high. And like I said, I'm going to break this up a little bit with some... Whoops. Screwing this up already. Break this up a little bit with some granite, because granite and bricks go so well together. And I think I want bricks here. We're going to have this be a window. And then 3 high, that's perfect. So I'll just go ahead and continue to put these blocks in and texture with some brick as well. And by brick, I of course mean granite. And then on the top of this, after I go 3 high here, we're going to do a line of sandstone, since that is one of the colors for this little business, I guess. And then on top of that, we're going to put some blue concrete, but I am fresh out by the looks of it, so I'm going to have to go make some. I'll be right back. And that's it. It looks great, doesn't it? I love it. No, I'm kidding. We're going to do a line of quartz slabs, smooth quartz slabs. I don't know why that's so difficult for me to say. Smooth quartz slabs. Right along the bottom of the sandstone. Whoops. And of course we're going to misplace, because that's what you do when you play this game. And then once we place these in, we're also going to put a line on the top of the blue concrete. So we get this like layered effect. Speaking of things I don't have enough of, but this one I'm going to have to actually go smelt some more, because I don't even think I have any more in our project box. I don't. All right, cool. So I'm going to take this stuff back. I'm going to take some of this as well. Oh, the clay I need here. Yeah, we'll take all this back, and I need those. And we will figure out what in the world we are doing as far as not sandstone. This stuff, quartz. Oh, I don't have any up here. That means I gotta go talk to the villagers, and they're so ornery. And once you're done fighting with your ornery villagers, then we are also going to put a strip on top of the blue concrete here. This is kind of the same thing that we're doing on the top of this thing. Of course, I gotta get more because I never have enough. So that way we can use clay like we did before. And as you can see, I put 2 support pillars here as the roof for this guy. So kind of like the same roof for both structures, I guess you could call it. The clay is going to go on the same level as the blue concrete. So it'll kind of be inset just like the awning roof is. Roof? Yeah, I guess roof. All right, let's get up here, do that. Grab our clay, and then we might be able to do this best from in here. Just seems to be the story of my life recently. Just almost enough, but not quite. And minus a couple of things like I want to get some banners and that strip on the awning. The outside of this gas station is complete, and I am really, really happy with it. I think it looks super quaint. It's really cute, and boy, does it show me how much room we do not have after all of that terraforming. Let's just get up here real quick, and Yeah, one structure has taken up almost half of this. Oh boy, we're gonna need to terraform like out to there. If I get all the things going, what I keep thinking I want to get going. Anyways, on the inside, there's a lot left to do, obviously, but I am super happy with the outside of this thing. It's very simple, but I think it should be, if that makes sense, because it's just a gas station. It's not supposed to be anything super fancy, but yeah, on the inside we've got a nice blank slate, so let's get started. Actually, before we get started on the interior, I want to work on some of this. I want to work on the redstone for our rocket dispenser system. Even though I don't have any way to farm rockets right now, this is what I want to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to install an item filter right here. And essentially what I think I'm going to have happen with this, sorry, let me pull up my little schematics here, is we will have this guy, I'm going to use hoppers as placeholder blocks for placeholding the placeholders. That doesn't make sense. Don't worry about it. And I need a chest too, don't I? Hang on, give me 1 second. Okay, chest installed. So, get rid of this. And this is going to be our item filter, and everything that we filter out is going to go into this chest here. And oh my gosh, I am so unprepared. Let me get an actual inventory for the job that's at hand right now, instead of just bumbling about like this. So I have the item filter set up, and essentially all it is some paper that says prepaid. So what's going to happen is over here, and I have the chest right there, but over here in the gas station, customers, the other server members can come up to the counter, pay a diamond, grab a piece of paper that says prepaid on it, and what they'll do is they'll put it in this dropper, and it should end up in this chest. Now, if it goes through this system, this back piece of redstone will light up, and we're going to use a signal from there to shoot rockets out under their feet. Anything else that anybody puts in is going to go in that barrel right there. So I have, for example, another piece of paper here, and it should all end up in this barrel, and none of it should end up in here. We should get 16. Perfect. So the item filter is set up. Let's set up the dispensing portion of it. The second part and the third part are mostly in. The second part's totally in, but the third part is mostly. So if we put a prepaid card in the dropper up top, it's going to power this line here, which is going to power this piston, and it's going to unlock this hopper clock. And what that's going to do is push this observer into this other observer's face for just long enough to where we should get 4 droppers to shoot out a total of 68 items. So if we just do that, awesome, that seems to be working. All we have to do now is put the droppers in place. I got all of them on me. So 1, 2, and just as a test, we will fill up 3 and 4. Wonderful. So I'll go ahead and grab 4 stacks of, let's say, stone. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll get rid of everything else as far as stone is concerned. So I should just have 4 stacks of stone. Yep. And I'll go ahead and fill these. And with not a single bit of stone in my inventory, if I put this in here, we should get 68 pieces of stone. 64 and 4. Awesome. That's working perfectly. So now the only thing we have to do is cover up our hole. I'm going to leave the scaffolding there just in case, God forbid, something breaks. Oh, you know what else I should do is probably take the stone out of here, because we don't want people to pay us a diamond and get a stack and a smidge of stone. That would just be ridiculous. So I'm going to put that stone back, and we are good to go. Minus the rockets. I need to build a creeper farm and get some rockets going, because I mean the gas station's not open yet, and if anybody comes over and tries it, nothing's really going to happen. But I want to try it now that it's closed. Let's try this again, shall we? All right, let's do that again. Yup. Yup, I like that. I like that a lot. That's a great addition. Working gas station, folks. There you have it. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. And we have completed, well, 90% completed the inside of our gas station. The only thing I'm really missing is end rods for lights. I'm going to put a couple of lights up here so that way we can get rid of the torch spam. And I want to get some banners because I would like to name this gas station and hang some banners on the outside of these areas here with the name of the gas station, and do like an abbreviation on some other parts, like over there, over here, etc., etc. But here is the inside of our gas station. We have 1 diamond per prepaid card on the, what is this? Cash register. And here's all our prepaid cards. Don't mind the glowstone in the floor. Eventually, once we get some sea lanterns going, we'll get that. I would like to, at some point, get armor stands in here, and that's why these shelves are empty. I would like to do the armor stand book thingy and put some food on these shelves, maybe some random items, some bottles in the drink coolers in the back, some food on these here, as well as oh, I gotta put a block there. As well as on this plate here, I gotta grab a cookie because we need some cookies. I went prismarine for the chairs because I figured they look like a silly gas station, like, plastic booth, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's a little basic at the moment. Just got a garbage can. Here's a little ATM. It's so funny how in Minecraft you put things down and you're like, yeah, that's an ATM now. Don't worry about it. Oh, and again, I'd like to put some sea lanterns up in there as well. But yeah, this is the inside of our gas station. Oh, and one other thing. We got some more garbage cans around. It's interesting, these cauldrons, when you go to break them, they have a different color than the cauldron itself. It's really weird. But anyways, we also have a bathroom here, and I forgot to put some water in the sink because, of course, the gas station sink's backed up, so it's full of water. Got ourselves a little mirror and the biggest toilet in the world that we actually can't even get on, so it sucks to be us, but we can go ahead and flush that. There we go. All right, and that is the inside of our gas station. Like I said, mostly complete, and that is our gas station mostly complete. I'll work on the rest of it off camera, getting the name banners up there and going out and either trying to find somebody with end rods, or we might take a trip to the end. And if we go ahead and do that, I'll take you with me. But yeah, OB's trying to take on an ocean monument for the first time, and It's going decently. it's going all right. But yeah, that is all the time that we have for this lovely episode today. Thank y'all for coming along in this adventure with me and building our second modern structure on the Adults Play Java SMP. Make sure to like the video if you liked it and subscribe so you can keep up to date with this crazy world that we're going to be building. In the next episode, I think what we might be doing is getting into some shenanigans with sass. Some sassy shenanigans, you might say. We have a restaurant to build in Spawn Town, and it's going to be pasta and pizza themed. I have a nice Italian restaurant. And we'll also probably build a house in this here town. I'm thinking over here somewhere maybe, but we'll get there once we get there, folks. In the meantime, like I said, thank you for coming on this adventure. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.